Oh, he doesn't.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. You were? Oh, yeah.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're going to please stay standing for our national anthem. I think we'll stand for the
While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for the land so fair, as we lift our voices in a solemn God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Would you join me, please? God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America,
We don't quite.
To complete the induction of several, our last inductee for the class of 2017 of the Kentucky Veterans Hall of Fame. On September the 29th and 30th in Frankfort, Kentucky, we had a program there inducting 23 people into the Kentucky Veterans Hall of Fame. This was our 4th class of inductees. A gentleman by the name of Corporal Oakley Farris from Covington, Kentucky.
That's me.
Who served in World War II in the United States Army, was unable to be with us that night, and so we have brought the induction ceremony, a brief version of it, to here to his hometown tonight. My name is Gary Greiser, and I will assist in this induction. We have a short video that we would like for you to see of some of the festivities that took place in Frankfort, and hopefully to give you a little glimpse of what happened there. We had 23 people being inducted into the Hall of Fame. We had a dinner on the first night in the Frankfort Convention Center, and we had the United States, the U.S. Army Band was there to play for our entertainment, and we inducted 22 people into the class, and Oakley was not able to be with us, and so that's why we're here tonight. On Friday, we had a lot of pomp and circumstance, a wonderful meal. And during the course of the evening, we presented each inductee with a lot of gifts. And Oakley, we brought your gifts to you tonight. They're on the table.
I will accept them.
I'm going to read them to you so you make sure you got them all. You have a bottle of Buffalo Trace bourbon over there, and it is signed by the master distiller. You have a book from Larry Arnett, who is a member of the 1st class of the Kentucky Veterans Hall of Fame. We have a shadow box with your medallion to be displayed in your home. We have a personalized medallion to be placed around your neck in just a few minutes. We have a Kentucky Veterans Hall of Fame lapel pin. We have a certificate from the Secretary of State's office called the Commonwealth Ambassador for you to have. We have an alumni mug to make you an official coffee drinker. You can drink your bourbon out of it if you want. And then the official program of the induction ceremony. On Saturday, we actually had the induction ceremony on Saturday morning. The band played for us again on Saturday morning. And at that ceremony, we had all of the other inductees received their medallions and were officially accepted into the hall. It was a serious event. We had the missing man table ceremony, was part of what we did on Friday night. We have a scholarship that's given each year to a high school senior, junior, or sophomore who has written an essay on someone that they think is deserving to be inducted into the hall. And that scholarship is given in memory of Bob Flick from Boone County by his widow, Sue Flick. The large flag behind the stage is one of the flags that is parachuted into the lawn of the Capitol Rotunda. When we announce all the people who are being inducted, we have a ceremony in the Rotunda back in August, and they fast-track folks to come and parachute that flag down and land on the Capitol lawn. It's a pretty impressive sight. They actually bring down 3 flags with them in that ceremony. Kenton County Sheriff was our person to bring each inductee up for their award, so I'm glad he was able to do it again tonight. Two of our inductees, I believe, this year were deceased, and we do accept folks who have qualified for the hall, but have passed. And we would be happy for anyone to take an application and nominate someone for the class of 2018. We have those forms here. We would be happy for you to take a form with you if you have someone in mind that is deserving of this award. We're looking for someone who has had an honorable discharge from the military and have gone on to do other wonderful things after they were discharged from the military. And the award in induction into the hall is based primarily on what you have done for your community, your state, your nation after your military career. I would like to read what was read about Oakley Farris on Friday night. This is reflective of his military career. Corporal Oakley Farris was a traveling salesman for a Cincinnati firm selling notions for 31 years. He bought and refurbished rental homes in Covington, at one point owning over 40 rentals, including the entire block of 15th and Green Streets. He soon became involved in civic philanthropy, donating millions of dollars to local and statewide causes, mostly in the name of his beloved wife, Eva. Among the many beneficiaries of his family's philanthropy are the City of Covington, Covington Holy Cross High School, Thomas More College, Northern Kentucky University, the Baker Hunt Foundation, St. Elizabeth Hospital, Behringer Crawford Museum, Villa Madonna Academy, Gateway Community and Technical College, and KET. He has commissioned several public statues and monuments, including one in a local cemetery to honor veterans and his brother Clovis, killed during the Korean War. The Smithsonian has produced an insightful hour-long documentary detailing Oakley's service to his community and to the Commonwealth of Kentucky. I have read them backwards, Oakley. So I'm going to ask you to stand in the middle of the floor with the sheriff.
How can any one person do all those things?
It's amazing. I thought somebody must have written this one incorrectly. I've read them backwards, but we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to ask now that the sheriff, if you'll escort him to the center of the room. I'm going to ask Bradford Queen, who is here representing the Office of the Secretary of State.
What a wonderful evening this has been so far.
Corporal Oakley Farris, Covington, Kentucky, enlisted in the Army immediately after graduating high school in 1943 during World War II, serving for 2 years.
3.
3 years. We'll have to validate. His advanced training was as a machine gunner at Camp Rucker. Any idea of becoming an Army truck driver ended, he jokingly remembers, after he wrecked 3 trucks. That's correct. Farris was shipped overseas in June 1944, serving with Battery A of the 358th Field Artillery Battalion in northern France, the Rhineland, and Central Europe. His unit was engaged in combat during the Battle of the Bulge. Join me in honoring Corporal Oakley Farris.
Oakley asked me if he could say something. That's the first time he has ever asked anyone whether he could do that. we have to unveil.
Go ahead. Let him go ahead and stand.
Go ahead.
For me, as an individual, this is an unbelievable evening, and I'm so sorry my wife could not be here, because of my wife, I'm here